in the town's fight back. He'll allow some back to homes for a short time this week, but thinks it'll be weeks before they can return permanently.
Day one in Nyngan for Rear Admiral Sinclair, arriving by police car to a site he says depresses him. He toured the ravaged town with men he now outranks, the Shire President and Police Inspector.
I knew it was extensive, but having seen it from the air, I mean, it was quite dramatic.
A swift tour of a flooded home confirmed his resolve to let anxious residents back in for an interim clean-up. A meeting of town officials devised a plan to let all homeowners in stages in coming days.
Some sort of systematic program where they're able to come back in groups to see their houses and to start to assess the damage themselves. And
Right, let her out. No, don't turn it off. You don't have to do that.
Some residents came in by bus today with strict instructions to pick up their cars and some possessions.
They give you 3 hours, but you can go to your house and sort of have a look and that sort of thing and tidy up a bit if you've got time. Just like to get this darn car started now, that's a bit of a problem.
The 3 hours in town allowed vital time to air stinking, mildewed linen and assess home damage. Isobel Ward has lived here all her life.
I thought we'd save a lot of it, but as the rush of the water came in, it tipped all those chairs out there were in here.
What's over here, a washing machine?
Yes.
Most homes are still untouched except for rotting food cleared out last week. The health risk and lack of sanitation will mean people can't move in permanently for several weeks. Though he's acted quickly, Rear Admiral Sinclair admits to being daunted by the task ahead. He expects to be on the job for a matter of weeks. Howard Saker in Nyngan for the 10 Evening News.
So Nyngan refugees are having to adapt to a new and temporary lifestyle while they're in Dubbo. Young Nyngan people had to go back to school this week with nothing but the generosity of other schools.
This West Dubbo school is also Nyngan High. This week, 140 Nyngan students and teachers started classes in one wing of Delroy High. Their own school has lost everything.
Think of all the situations where there was modesty in each of those situations.
The students came here with nothing. They were each given a pen and an exercise book, and they must now rely on other schools for equipment and resources. It's particularly hard for Year 12 students, who've lost study notes in the flood.
When we last looked, we had about 6 inches to go before my notes were gone, so I'm not too sure.
I lost all last year's too, all my summaries from last year, but I got most of this year's.
But rebuilding the school will be the hardest task, according to Principal Tom Payne, who'd been at Nyngan High only since the beginning of the year.
This is the easiest part, as I see it at the moment, because we're in buildings that are dry. We have the use of their library and all the equipment.
The long-term effect of the flood devastation on younger children is uncertain. The Nyngan primary and infants children are counselled every day here at their temporary school in Dubbo. But the playground is filled with tales of the flood.
My friend was coming into Nyngan and he saw his lounges in the Mitchell Highway. Yeah. You see, my room's usually pink and white, but when I get home it'd be pink and brown by now.
Angela Cole in Dubbo for the 10 Evening News.